Alrighty, welcome to Spirit's weekly update of our boatyard adventures. It's it's actually a few days late with the update, a few days late videoing the update, not uploading it, so this should be up in time on Friday. But yeah, last week I was away for a couple of days, so last week was a very slow week. I had my lenses replaced in my eyes, so I spent 2 days up in Brisbane in a day hospital having that done, and Chloe and Danny carried on cracking out the work while I was away, so it was really good. But anyway, they got the top painted and pretty much faired, so we're at the stage now where we're just doing final sanding and putting on the bolt rope track on the top and just marking the edges where we're going to put the bolt rope track, and yeah, just doing the final preps of the hard top. You can see Danny's wiped it with graphite dust just so you can see the high and the low points when you're sanding. And we've used I think it was about a 12mm conduit, and we've glassed that on with 3 layers of just a really light 110 surfboard cloth. Yeah, I think I was showing it in a couple of videos ago, but I'll show you again in a second. But it's just a really nice lightweight cloth, and it'll be plenty strong enough for the bolt rope track, so it looks really cool. I did a little job today. This is the forward head sink. So I've just put a little drain cover on that as well, and I'll fair that in. Over the next couple of days we'll fair that and then we'll paint it. But yeah, really happy with the way the top's coming along. It looks fantastic. I really like this matte white look. Old Spirit was painted with a semi-sheen or a matte paint. It was a resine, a uracryl, like a urethane acrylic, and we rolled it on, and it ended up being a really nice paint job. But yeah, this is coming up super nice, really nice stuff. Anyway, so the next thing will be to fair this in, finish the bolt rope tracks, and then spray the gloss around the edges of the window, non-skid on top, and then the black around where the windows will be. And then we'll flip it over, and then we'll do the inside once it's done upstairs and it gets glassed on. So we're still probably a week or two away from that. Managed to spray the bulkhead as well. So we've got some primer on the bulkhead. That just needs to be sanded. Both sides of that were done. So that's pretty good. And we've just been doing a lot of little jobs. Like working on the rudder. The little step, the top step had a crack in it, so we've just glassed that, coved it and glassed it. And then I'm getting the wear plates or the cheek plates for the rudder box, getting them ready to put on. And then we'll do a dry fit. We'll fit it just to make sure that everything works okay. And yeah, quite a bit's been going on up here. We have glassed in the little knees, so they've been glassed in, but we've put cellophane tape behind them so they shouldn't stick. Yeah, so they'll pull out. We'll pull them out tomorrow, and then we'll take them down and finish them on the bench. We'll cove them and glass them, and then make them all nice, fair them, have them all ready, and then we just glue them in, and they'll be finished. We've started grinding this side. You can see underneath, we've started prepping and grinding. And yeah, it's a really hard job working underneath here, grinding away and trying to get into all these corners. We'll do a really nice big cove in here, and then we'll do a nice layer of biax down over the top of the cove, just to integrate the little knee to the hull a little bit better, and just to give it some more strength. This is where the sheeting point is, where the X is on top, so it's right between these two small knees. And that'll just beef up that bit of side deck quite a lot. And then we've done the same over here. We've put the other knee in on the other side. Chloe's done a couple of templates. So she's getting her templates ready. This is for the bench top there. We've ground back. This was where the old track was, and the old track used to sit on some solid fiberglass, like a backing plate that ran up the deck here, so we had to grind that away. And it was glued to the deck, so there was no way to rip it up without damaging the laminate underneath. So we ground it off, and then we've drilled and filled all these holes with glue. We've fed the other repairs that we did in the deck. This one here. We've got the anchor winch. We've marked where the chain rubs on the deck. So the next couple of days we'll get some conduit, and we'll cut the conduit into 3, and then we'll just put one of those thirds on the deck, cove either side, and then glass it to the deck. And then that'll give us a wear strip for the chain. And it just helps direct the chain to the winch without running across the deck. Remove the 2 cleats from the bow here. There was 2, one on each side. And they were just... I found them to be not in a really great spot. So what I've done is where I've removed the anchor winch, we've filled it in, we've glassed it, and we've really beefed this up. And we've put a base there for the cleat up forward, so the cleat will be here. We brought all the chain on board yesterday. I pulled up the 80 metres of chain, and we put it all down into the locker to make sure that the anchor locker is big enough, and just to make sure that we're going to achieve what we're trying to achieve here, which is to have a chain locker that the chain doesn't need to be flaked. To me, that's a safety issue. So it's really important that Chloe's able to bring up, or whoever is bringing up the anchor, that they can do it without the worry of flaking. So that's our main goal. But also what it allows us to do is it allows us to get the winch away from the very point of the bow, where there's a lot more spray and it's a lot wetter up there. It'll be back here, so it'll be drier. And just really happy with the way everything's going. It's just, there's a lot of little tedious jobs, but so a little bit of a quieter week, mainly because I was away with my eyes. But this week we're definitely going to be cracking into things, and hopefully we'll get that hard top all sorted out, and hopefully we'll see it up here within the next sort of 2 weeks. So beginning of May we should see it on here, and then I would say we've got another 2 months. But anyway, look at this weather, it's beautiful. It's about time we got some nicer weather. Anyway guys, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I really hope everyone's doing well. As always, thanks a lot for your comments. It's really great to receive everyone's comments, and I'll keep you all updated. But that's it for this week, and best wishes from Chloe and I to everybody out there.